So naturally, we are going to now go to the ballers of the week. I have no clue who yours are, John. So I want you to go first. You can start either offense or defense.
All right. Well, I give me a moment as I pull up the stats, but I'm going to start with offense, and you could probably tell who it is actually based on the overlay. It's Mike White. I mean, like I wouldn't say that he had the best performance of the week statistically, but he led the league in passing yards. He was a backup quarterback for a bad team, and he came out and he beat a team that I think at the time was the first seed in the AFC,
Mm-hmm.
and that's just impressive. Like I got to give him credit just because of the context of the situation. 37 of 45, so he was efficient. Even if it was a lot of checkdowns, he was efficient. 405 yards, 3 touchdowns. Did have 2 interceptions, but like I said, with just the context of you're on a bad team, you're playing the Bengals who have been solid. I got to give offense to Mike White because he I would say outperformed expectations by a mile this week and was able to lead his team to the W.
So I went with the quarterback as well. I went with Matt Stafford, although in consideration was Tyler Lockett. He had a really good game, and also, like I mentioned earlier, should have also had a touchdown for his to add to his stat sheet, but just fell inches short. But yeah, I'm going with Matt Stafford. Took care of business, and it's just nice to see a team, Matthew Stafford, on a team that A has talent and B is willing to acquire more talent, like we saw this week. Um, and yeah, I mean, people kind of sleeping on the Rams. Yeah, the only loss is to a really good Cardinals team. And it was close in the first half, and then they just kind of had a really bad third quarter that got away from them. So yeah, I mean, Rams need more. Feel like they should get more respect as well as Matthew Stafford. But regardless, I know it's Houston, but hey, it's the NFL. He had 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, and was key to their win. So I am going Matt Stafford there. And I'll just go. We'll do like snake draft. And my defensive player was Nick Bosa. I think he had 2 sacks this week, but just watching the game, disruptive. I think he's finally starting back into the form that he was a couple of years ago when they went to the Super Bowl. Remember, he's coming off an ACL tear, so even though he was back I think he was back week 1. It still takes you a few weeks to really get back into form, especially as an edge rusher, where your explosiveness and strength and speed are all necessary to get the job done. So yeah, he is my ball of the week on the defensive side of the ball. John, who did you go with for your defensive ball of the week?
This week was a little tough because, like, statistically, a lot of the guys who actually had really good weeks, I think of like Xavier Rhodes, they lost. Xavier Woods from the Vikings. He had a sack, a forced fumble, and an interception, but they lost. And so, I want to go with somebody who won, and he made a big impact on the game, and you even had him in consideration. That's Adrian Phillips from the Patriots, former Charger, gets 2 interceptions against his former team, one being a pick six. They might not win that game without Adrian Phillips because of what he's able to do, just being in the right place at the right time, making the right plays, and those are 2 crucial ones in a close game. So, got to go to Adrian Phillips because of the massive impact that he was able to have on that game.
Yeah, I almost didn't just because, like I mentioned, we broke them down just kind of right to him, but he caught it. So
Yeah,
I can't not fault him for being in the right spot and catching it. So
yeah.